Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to learn about central message and go over how to find the central message in a text. So our purpose for reading today is the same standard as last week. It is still recounting stories from fables, but this week we are going to focus more on the central message or moral of the story. So you are going to do your phonics lesson. You're going to click on the link on the right-hand side of your PowerSchool page when you click on second grade reading. Pause this video to watch the video for phonics today. For our warm-up, we have our five-finger retell. So remember that we're still retelling the story using the characters, setting, problem, events that happen in the story, and the solution. So today our main focus is going to be on the central message. So remember that we talked about in class, in order to find a central message, we have 4 steps that we use to find the central message. So step number 1, we need to find the problem. So as we read The Lion and the Mouse, which we read last week, we're going to find the problem in the story. And then step number 2, we're going to find the solution. Step 3, we're going to find out what the characters learn. And then we're going to apply this to ourselves, because remember that when we find a central message, it has to apply to ourselves in our own lives, not just the characters in the story. So let's look at our story for today. This is The Lion and the Mouse, which is the story that we read last week. We are going to focus on the central message this week of The Lion and the Mouse. So we're going to go through the chart that we just read and figure out what the problem is first. So as we read, you're going to follow along with me and we're going to find out what the problem is, okay? So a long time ago, a mouse was looking for a good place to sleep. He climbed up onto what he thought was a small hill of warm, soft grass. He had really crawled up onto a sleeping lion. So we can say that that might be one of the problems as we're going along, but there may be another one that is more important. So let's read to find out. The lion woke up and grabbed the mouse with a huge paw. Then he opened his mouth to eat him. The mouse said, "Forgive me, I didn't mean to wake you. If you let me go, I'll do something to help you someday." So here we have our problem, which is the mouse woke up the lion. So we're going to kind of try to figure out how this problem gets solved, or if there might be another problem as well in paragraph 3. The lion laughed at the idea of the little mouse could ever help him. "Why could a tiny thing like you ever do for me?" the lion said. But he let the mouse go. The very next day, 2 hunters caught the lion. They tied down the lion to a tree while they went to get a wagon. So here I see this is the middle of the story. So this is where a retelling comes into play. So as we're retelling the story, we can tell that one of the problems is being solved because he let the lion go. So that's going to be really important that he let him go. So the lion couldn't move now. Just then, the little mouse appeared. "Don't worry, my friend," he said. "I will help you." The mouse gnawed at the ropes and held onto the lion. Soon the lion became free. "You are right, little one. Already, already you have proven, and I have been saved by the king of the beasts." So here we have to find out what the central message is. So we know that we figured the problem, we figured out the solution, but now we need to figure out, what does the characters learn in this story? And then how can we apply that to us? So our central message is, it doesn't matter how big or small you are, you can still help each other and be friends. So what I would like you to do is I want you to think about this and stop and think about how you can apply this to your daily life with your friends, family, or anybody that you come in contact with in your life. How could this message apply to you? It doesn't matter how big or small you are, you can still be friends and help each other. So think about that and pause this video here to write that down on a piece of paper. All right, so we're going to put what we learned into practice. So you are going to go to Epic and you are going to this book that I have linked here, You can also find this in the Google Slides below this video. And then when you're done reading the book, you're going to do your independent practice on quizzes. And again, that is linked in the Google Slides below this video. I have also linked the chart that we talked about, the 4 steps, so that you can refer back to that as needed for finding the central message.